Imagine this. You're out on a date and your touch is making him melt. You can't explain it, but something about it makes him want more. His heart races, his thoughts wander, and it's all because of one thing. You're touching him in the right places. It's not just about the physical connection. It's about how you make him feel, and the magic that happens when your touch speaks louder than words. But here's the twist. It's not just about where you touch, it's about how you do it. When you know the right spots, you unlock a whole new level of connection. Now, don't worry if things haven't gone perfectly in your past relationships. Maybe it feels like things are falling apart, or you're unsure of how to move forward. The universe has a way of shifting things around, and just like Napoleon Hill said, what the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So even if your last relationship didn't work out, know this. You have the power to create the connection you desire. Your touch, your energy, and your belief in yourself can manifest a deep, lasting attraction. And trust me, the best is yet to come. So, before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe to get more fun, relatable, and empowering dating tips. You won't want to miss this. Get ready for a practical, no-nonsense guide that blends wisdom with touch-based secrets to help you become unforgettable. But before we jump into it, I've got a fun little task for you. Type "I am irresistible" in the comments and claim that power for yourself. Show him, the universe, and yourself that you're ready to turn up the heat and create the kind of attraction that lasts. Now sit tight. Things are about to get interesting and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Number 1, the power of first impressions. Let's talk about the first touch. You know that moment when you first meet someone and there's this invisible spark in the air? You might not even know why, but something clicks. It's that first moment of connection, and believe me, it's powerful. Just like opening the first page of a book, the first touch sets the tone for the whole story that follows. That first brush of the hand, that gentle tap on the arm, it's not just a physical gesture, it's an emotional one. It's like you're saying, "Hey, I'm here and I'm open to connecting with you." And trust me, it works. Now, Napoleon Hill once said, "Your thoughts are your reality." And this couldn't be truer when it comes to first impressions. That first touch is more than just a physical act. It communicates so much without you saying a word. The energy you project in that moment sets the stage for how the rest of your interaction will unfold. When you approach someone with the right mindset, believing in the power of that first touch, it creates curiosity and sparks a deeper connection, often without either of you even realizing it. Think about it. Have you ever met someone and right off the bat, you just felt at ease with them? Maybe they offered a handshake or even just brushed your arm as you walked together. That touch wasn't just a casual physical act. It was a signal that said, "I'm safe, I'm comfortable, and I want to connect with you." It's the same when you're on a date or meeting someone new in any context. That first touch is like the opening line of a conversation. Only this time, it speaks directly to the heart. A real-life example, picture this. You meet someone for the first time. Maybe you're at a party or on a date, and right when they say hello, they gently touch your arm or your shoulder. It's light, not too forward, but just enough to make you feel like they're present. That moment lowers your guard, doesn't it? It's like, oh, okay, this person's not just here physically, they're here emotionally too. Suddenly the energy shifts. You feel more comfortable, more relaxed, and more open to the conversation. All from a simple touch. That's the power of first impressions. Now you might be wondering, but what if I'm too nervous to make that first move? What if they don't respond the way I hope? Let me tell you something. A confident woman knows the power of a first touch. It's not about playing games or trying to manipulate the situation. It's about creating a genuine bond. When you approach someone with the belief that your touch can spark a connection, you're not just making a move, you're building a bridge. And that's attractive. Confidence is magnetic, and that first touch, when done right, will show him that you're comfortable in your own skin, open to new possibilities, and ready to create something real. It's important to remember that the first touch doesn't need to be dramatic or over the top. You don't need to come in hot with a huge bear hug or some grand gesture. A subtle touch, like a brief brush of the hand or a gentle tap on the arm, can communicate more than you think. Think of it like planting a seed. It doesn't need to be flashy. It just needs to be sincere. So here's the key takeaway. Your first touch isn't just about physical closeness, it's about emotional openness. It's about showing that you're present and engaged in the moment. Napoleon Hill's wisdom tells us that what the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Believe in the power of that first touch. Believe in yourself. And when you do, you'll see how it sets the tone for a connection that could turn into something special. And now for your affirmation, I am confident and my touch is magnetic. Write that in the comments, say it out loud, and remind yourself that your first touch has the power to create real, meaningful connections. You've got this. Now stay tuned, because what's coming next is going to show you how to keep that connection alive and build on it. You won't want to miss it. Number 2, the gentle brush of the hand. Let's dive into the magic of the hand touch. Have you ever noticed how something as simple as touching someone's hand can completely shift the energy between you? It's not just about physical connection. It's like you're opening a whole new world of emotions. Think of the hand as a bridge. When you touch someone's hand, you're not just connecting physically, you're creating a path to something deeper, something more meaningful. It's an invitation to a world of emotional closeness that goes beyond words. Napoleon Hill once said, "Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." This is so true when it comes to the power of your touch. If you believe in the impact of your hand touch, you'll be amazed at what it can do. Your touch can convey warmth, comfort, and even a spark of attraction without you having to say a word. But here's the thing, it's all about belief. If you truly understand the power you hold in your hands, you'll see the effect it has on him and how it can create a deeper emotional bond. Imagine this. You're walking together, maybe you're on a date, or just spending time with someone you like, and you reach out casually to touch his hand. Maybe it's just a quick brush of the fingers or a light tap when you're reaching for something. It's subtle, but that little touch can ignite something powerful. There's a spark. It's not about how long your fingers linger, or if the touch is perfect. It's about the energy you're sending. That brief, light touch opens up a silent communication, one that says, "I'm here with you, and I want to connect." In that moment, you've established an invisible bond, something that's felt, but not necessarily seen. Think about a time when you've experienced something similar. Maybe it was a date where the two of you were talking, and in the middle of a conversation, your hands brushed. Or perhaps it was during a walk when he reached to help you with something and your fingers touched. That little moment, while small, had the power to make the entire situation feel more intimate. It didn't require any grand gestures or words. All it took was the confidence to reach out and touch. And that touch opened a door. It made you feel connected. And it made him take notice. It's as simple as that. Here's where the magic happens. A woman who touches confidently is a woman who understands her own energy. When you're confident in your touch, you're not just reaching out physically, but emotionally. You're putting your energy into the world in a way that's magnetic, and that's what makes him want more. Confidence in your touch is the key to creating an attraction that feels effortless. You're not overthinking it. You're just being present, using your natural energy to connect with his. And believe me, that's powerful. So here's the takeaway. Your hand touch is more than just a physical connection. It's a bridge to deeper emotions and a tool for building a connection without saying a word. Napoleon Hill's wisdom reminds us that belief is everything. When you believe in the power of your touch, you unlock an emotional connection that can't be ignored. Your affirmation for today, my touch creates a connection. Say it, write it in the comments, and remember that your touch has the power to create an invisible bond that leaves a lasting impact. Now stick with me, because what's coming next is going to show you how to take this connection even further. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Number 3, the hug that lasts just a little bit longer. Let's talk about the power of a hug. It's often seen as a simple gesture, but when you really think about it, a hug is so much more. A hug is like a secret handshake between souls. It's warm, it's real, and it speaks volumes without you needing to say a word. When you hug someone, you're not just wrapping your arms around them, you're connecting on a deeper level. A hug can communicate everything he needs to know, that you're comfortable with him, that you care, and that you want to create an emotional connection. It's not just about the physical closeness, it's about the energy and presence you share during that moment. Napoleon Hill once said, "Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out." A hug might seem like a small thing, but it can have a huge impact. It's one of those simple, subtle actions that can build a foundation of emotional attraction. Think about it. When someone gives you a hug, it makes you feel seen, heard, and valued. It's a small effort that, when done consistently and with the right energy, can deepen a connection and make him feel drawn to you in ways that go beyond just physical attraction. Now picture this. You've just spent an amazing evening together. Maybe you've had a fun dinner or a great conversation. The night's coming to an end, and you're about to say goodbye. But then, instead of the usual quick hug, you hold on for just a moment longer. That extra few seconds might seem insignificant, but it changes everything. In that moment, the hug becomes more than just a simple farewell. It becomes a shared experience. You both feel it. That lingering hug brings you closer, emotionally. It's like you're both holding on to something, not wanting the night to end. That little extra time creates an emotional bond that lasts well beyond the physical touch. Here's the thing. The key to a powerful hug isn't in how long it lasts, but how much of yourself you give during that moment. It's not about holding on forever or trying to make it dramatic. It's about being present, real, and vulnerable. When you hug with sincerity, you're letting him feel your energy, your warmth, and your connection. That's where the magic happens. So here's the takeaway. A hug is more than just an action. It's a powerful, emotional tool. Napoleon Hill reminds us that success often comes from small efforts, and a hug, when done with intention and presence, can create a lasting emotional connection. It's not about how long it lasts. It's about how much of yourself you give during that moment. Your affirmation for today: I give the best hugs and they create real connections. Write it down, say it out loud, and let it remind you that the simplest gestures can have the greatest impact. Now hold on tight, because what's coming next is going to show you even more ways to build that irresistible connection. You won't want to miss it. Number 4, the playful taps on the shoulder. Let's talk about the playful tap on the shoulder, one of the simplest yet most effective ways to spark curiosity and attraction. It's not a big gesture, but it's powerful in its own right. Think of it this way. Sometimes a tap on the shoulder is like a wink from your soul. It's playful, it's teasing, and it leaves him wanting more. It's a tiny moment of connection that can do wonders in creating a light-hearted, magnetic vibe between you two. Napoleon Hill once said, "The starting point of all achievement is desire." A playful touch does exactly that. It sparks desire. It piques curiosity about where it might lead, and it creates a sense of excitement. When you tap him on the shoulder or give him a light poke during a fun moment, you're not just physically connecting. You're creating a playful energy that draws him in. You're sending a message that says, "I'm confident, I'm fun, and I'm here to enjoy the moment with you." That energy is contagious, and before you know it, he'll be looking for more of it. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a fun conversation with him, and the vibe is light and easy. He makes a joke, and you respond with a playful tap on his shoulder. It's quick, light, but it's enough to break the ice even further. That small touch shifts the entire tone of the interaction. Suddenly, you're not just two people talking. You're two people sharing a moment of fun and connection. That tap might seem like nothing, but it changes everything. It's a nonverbal way of saying, "I'm enjoying this, and I'd love for you to enjoy it with me." And here's where it gets even better. The playful tap is a reminder. Confidence doesn't have to be serious all the time. You can be playful, yet magnetic. Confidence isn't about being perfect or formal. It's about being yourself and letting your natural energy shine. When you touch with confidence, but also with a sense of playfulness, you're showing him that you're easygoing and fun. You're not trying too hard. You're just enjoying the moment, and that is incredibly magnetic. The best part? It's effortless. So, here's the takeaway. A playful tap is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to create a spark. It brings a sense of fun and lightness to the conversation, making him want more of your energy. Napoleon Hill's wisdom reminds us that desire is the starting point of achievement. So when you spark desire with your playful touch, you're already setting the stage for something more. Your affirmation for today: I am playful and my energy is magnetic. Write it in the comments, say it out loud, and remember that confidence doesn't have to be serious. It can be fun, light, and irresistibly attractive. Now stick with me, because what's coming next is going to show you how to take your connection to a whole new level. You won't want to miss it. Number 5, the soft hand on the back. Let's talk about one of the most comforting and reassuring touches, the soft hand on the back. There's something so incredibly soothing about this gesture. It's gentle, it's warm, and it sends a message without you saying a word. Placing your hand lightly on his back is like offering a warm invitation. It lets him know you're there for him, but not in a way that overwhelms him. It's a quiet yet powerful way to show you care and to create a space where he feels safe and supported. Napoleon Hill once said, "Don't wait for a perfect time, take action now." And when you place your hand on his back, you're not waiting for the perfect moment. You're choosing to act in the moment, offering a touch that says, "I'm here, I'm with you, and I'm comfortable with who I am." It's a simple yet impactful gesture that communicates your presence and your support. It doesn't need to be grand or dramatic. It's about making him feel seen, heard, and cared for in the quietest of ways. Now let's look at a real-life example. Imagine this. He's been dealing with a stressful day, maybe at work or in a personal situation, and you can tell that he's a bit on edge. As you're talking, you notice the tension in his body. Instead of offering empty words or trying to solve the problem for him, you place your hand gently on his back. It's soft, comforting, and just long enough for him to feel the reassurance. The pressure of the world seems to ease for a moment, and he takes a deep breath. That little touch has a massive impact. It says, "I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm with you through this." That's the power of a soft hand on the back. It's calming, reassuring, and it instantly makes him feel more at ease. Here's the thing. Your touch can be a calm force in the chaos of life. When you make a man feel safe with your presence, that's power. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, your touch becomes a stabilizing force. You're offering him something so precious, emotional security. It's not about solving all his problems. It's about being there, offering him a sense of calm and presence that lets him know he doesn't have to face everything alone. That's real power. So here's the takeaway. A soft hand on the back is a gentle yet powerful way to show your support and presence. It creates a sense of safety, reassurance, and comfort, something every person needs, especially in times of stress. Napoleon Hill's wisdom reminds us to take action now. Your touch doesn't need to wait for a perfect moment. It can create a powerful connection in the moment you choose to offer it. Your affirmation for today: I am a calm force, and my touch creates peace. Write it in the comments, say it out loud, and remind yourself that your touch can have a profound impact, bringing comfort and strength to any situation. Stay tuned, because what's coming next is going to show you even more ways to create a connection that lasts. You won't want to miss it. Number 6, the subtle touch of the face. Let's explore the subtle yet powerful touch of the face. It's one of those intimate gestures that can convey emotions more deeply than any words could. A touch on the face is like a poem written in the language of love. It's delicate, intimate, and meaningful. When you brush your fingers against someone's cheek or lightly trace their jawline, it says so much more than just a physical connection. It speaks directly to their heart, creating a moment of emotional closeness that lingers long after the touch. Napoleon Hill's quote, "You become what you think about most of the time," couldn't be more relevant here. When you think of your touch as a tool for connection, it becomes exactly that. A simple, gentle touch of the face becomes an invitation, a way to deepen the emotional bond between you. It's not about grand gestures or forceful moves. It's about intentional, subtle touches that speak volumes. When you approach someone with the belief that your touch can connect you, you start to see how powerful it can be. Think about this. Imagine you're having a moment of closeness with him, maybe during a quiet conversation or while sharing a laugh. As you talk, you reach out and gently brush your fingers along his cheek or touch his jawline. It's soft and lingering, not rushed. In that moment, something shifts. The connection deepens. It's not just about the touch, it's about the trust and intimacy that the touch conveys. It's a moment that feels like time slows down and everything else fades away. That gentle touch is a way of saying, I trust you and I'm giving you a part of myself. It's an emotional offering that says, I'm here, I'm real, and I want this connection to grow. Here's the key. Touching someone's face is an intimate gesture. When you do it, you're saying you trust him, you're giving him a part of yourself, and that's powerful. It's a vulnerable moment, one where you let him into your personal space and communicate that your connection means something to you. It's a profound way to create trust and intimacy. And when you trust someone with a part of yourself, whether it's physically or emotionally, you're inviting them into a deeper connection that feels real and lasting. So here's the takeaway. A subtle touch on the face goes beyond physical attraction. It's an emotional connection that deepens the bond between two people. Napoleon Hill's wisdom reminds us that what we focus on becomes our reality. When you believe in the power of your touch to create connection, you'll see just how much it can influence the way two people feel about each other. Your affirmation for today, I trust my touch to create deep connections. Write it down, say it out loud, and remind yourself that your touch is powerful enough to open hearts and build lasting bonds. Now get ready, because what's coming next is going to take this connection to a whole new level. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss it. Number 7, the hold that says more than words. Let's talk about holding hands, something so simple yet incredibly powerful. When you hold hands, you're not just sharing physical space, you're sharing energy. It's like two worlds colliding and creating something new. That simple touch speaks volumes without a single word being said. It's an exchange of trust, connection, and intimacy, all wrapped up in one gesture. Napoleon Hill once said, your ability to believe is the key to your success. When you hold his hand, do it with belief in the connection you're building. Believe in what's happening between the two of you, and your touch will carry that belief. When you touch with intention and confidence, you're not just holding his hand, you're solidifying the emotional bond between you. Imagine this. You're in a vulnerable moment, maybe during a deep heart-to-heart conversation. As you speak, you gently reach for his hand, and it's like the entire moment is amplified. That touch isn't just comforting, it's grounding. It says, I'm here and I trust you with this part of me. That's when holding hands becomes a true exchange of energy, not just a physical act. So here's the takeaway. Hold his hand, not out of need, but out of the strength of your own belief in the relationship. That's when the magic happens. When you believe in the connection, your touch transforms into something truly powerful. Number 8, the sweet goodbye touch. Let's talk about the sweet goodbye touch, the kind of touch that lingers in his mind long after you've parted ways. That final touch, right before you say goodbye, is like planting a seed. It stays with him and grows even after you're gone. It's not just a quick hug or a casual wave. It's an intentional gesture that leaves him thinking about you the moment you're out of sight. Napoleon Hill said, the greatest success comes from the habit of going the extra mile. That simple goodbye touch is your extra mile. It's the final impression you leave, and it can have a lasting effect. It might be a light squeeze of the hand, a soft touch on the arm, or a gentle hug. Whatever it is, it's your way of saying, I'm not going anywhere, and I'll be thinking about you too. Here's an example. Picture this. After a wonderful evening, you say goodbye, but you hold on to that last moment just a little longer. You give him a soft, meaningful touch, and as you walk away, you can feel the connection still there. He watches you leave, and even before you're out of sight, he's already thinking about the next time he'll see you. Your goodbye touch should be as full of confidence as your first. Leave him with a sense of, I can't wait to see her again. That's the power of knowing when to touch and when to leave him wanting more. And there you have it. The powerful, subtle ways your touch can create deeper connections and leave a lasting impact. From the first touch to the sweet goodbye, each moment carries the potential to draw him in, build trust, and make him crave more of your presence. Remember, it's not about grand gestures, but the intention and energy behind each touch. So go ahead, embrace your power, and let your touch speak louder than words. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who could use a little extra love advice today.